Yo, I just gotta say one thing about this whole versus shit, because everybody's going back and forth, and it's cool, and I love this shit. This is hip-hop 100%. I see a lot of people really mad that the Lox won. It's more of a salty reason. This has nothing to do with the fact that they watched an ass beating. It's because they just want Dipset to win so bad that they're gonna just try to come up with a million reasons why they should have won. Oh, the Lox hasn't went platinum. Oh, who's a fan of the Lox? The Lox don't even have nice drip. All this crazy shit. This is my interpretation of what Versus is, and I've watched all of them, okay? It's not about who sold the most records, right? If it was about who sold the most records, you wouldn't have to have a performance. You would just pick, oh, I'm picking this song, you pick this song. Oh, this song sold more records, this song won. It's about when you play one song and the other person plays another song, about the energy. What song steals the energy from the room? This is hip-hop. Hip-hop's about the vibe. It's about the MCing. It's about the performance. It's about the show. That's why they're doing it live. This is not about, oh, just I play my big song, you play your big song, and because my song is the biggest song, then it won. No, because we've all been in situations where the underground song just has more of a street presence, more of a infinite energy behind it, okay? I'm a Dipset fan, so don't get it twisted. But, you know, I've rode with the Lox since day one. I've been a D-Block head since day one. I've been rocking with them. I can't speak for the million white people in America that produce the majority of record sales, right? Again, this is hip-hop. Selling records is part of it now because, you know, it feeds families. It creates businesses for black people. It creates businesses for people of color. So we appreciate when it gravitates to the popularity of pop music, right? So we're not knocking that. And of course, that's how you get a buzz. That's how you get on the radio station. That's how you promote and feed people and travel and tour. So I'm not knocking it. But what I'm saying, and my point is, just because a Dipset song had a larger popular scale doesn't mean it was a better song, right? Because we got the Milli Vanillis of this world, the Vanilla Ices. We got all these MC Hammers. We got all these dudes that were able to go diamond with their music. Doesn't make them better than another person. It means that they gravitated more people, right? But this is why Versus makes Versus still hip-hop, because it's about the stage presence, about the entertainment, right? You're looking at the Lox, man. They're homed in. They do this. They're a group. Dipset's a crew. There's a difference. So Dipset wasn't even in their element. Dipset wasn't even in their element. They should have stuck to some single me versus you shit. The minute they decided to say we're a group and we're challenging this group, they lost right there. The Lox tour like this. I've been to both of them for concerts. I've been to Dipset concerts. I've been to Lox concerts. We've seen this shit before. And it's a different energy. It's a different vibe. We're talking about, first of all, hands down, where you know Jada is the GOAT right now. And I know people, oh, now he's the GOAT, now he's the GOAT. Listen, real hip-hop fans always put him top 5. Real hip-hop fans. Nobody, I don't care if you're a Dipset fan, is going to say Cameron is in your top 5. You are capping if you say Cameron's in your top 5. I need to see something on your Facebook status and Instagram, something. Show me something in the last 3 years where you posted anything about Cameron. Right now, everybody's on here, oh yeah, Dipset's better and Cameron's better and Jadakiss is trash and hasn't made a platinum album. Guy, when has hip-hop ever cared about the flashiest guy? That shit is some new wave shit anyways. All right, Harlem does it. Great, cool. But I'm for the people that get it out the mud. I'm not for the people that fake it till they make it, right? And that's the difference between diehard Dipset fans and diehard Lox fans. Not the Dipset, not the D-Block people in general, but the fans. For the majority of Dipset fans, they're the fake it till they make it. They're the guy that spent their re-up money to look fly for the club. They're the guy that fucking lives at their fucking mom's house but got crazy drip. The average Lox fan is getting it out the mud. May not have all the bread, may not have all the flash, but they out here grinding every day trying to get their shit right. And again, I'm using this in general. Obviously, that might have even been a cap a little bit, but you get my point. I was a Dipset head. I was out here with the flashy white forces, you know what I'm saying? The big fucking jerseys and shit. I did that shit. I'm 37 years old, right? But my ground game, my soldier game came from the Lox era. You know, being in the heat of the thick of things, being in the grime and the grit of shit, being in war with people. And when I was in that mind state, man, the Lox had my back, not Dipset. Dipset had me when I'm shining and when I was up and I had my gold chain. I'm driving around with the top down. Yeah, that shit was lit. I love that part of my life. But what got me through it all was the locks. You know, when I didn't have it. When we didn't have the fucking right shit to eat. When we was on the ramen noodle tip. When we was out here on the corner waiting for a problem to pop off. Wasn't listening to Dipset. Dipset when I was at the club, bagging bitches. Great time of my life. But I respect the soldier aspect of the locks and the consistency. You can't say that the Dipset's consistent. You can't. Okay, cool. The locks been gold and they never went beyond gold, but at least they stayed gold. Dipset went platinum to fucking aluminum. The only one holding it down is fucking, what's his name? Jim. Jim ain't a rapper. Jim started rapping 5 years ago. Cameron's been living off of his fucking SDE and Purple Haze for the last 15 years. Styles P drops a mixtape every fucking year. And I know it don't get the buzz that you'd expect, but the streets listen to it and you fucking vibe with it. And if you don't, that's cool. That's your opinion. No one's knocking anyone's opinion. But we gotta dead this. Whatever. Overall, Dipset is a better crew. Whatever you want to say. But Versus, they took an L. They took a beating. They took the biggest dub in Versus thus far. They went out there looking crazy. They went out there with stupid ass fucking props and shit. It didn't work. It don't work in hip hop. It don't work. That shit works if you were doing some pop shit, right? But when you put yourself in front of thousands of real people, real individuals, you gotta come correct. They didn't. They took the L just to sit on it. You know, this is probably my last time I'm talking. I'm blobbing on, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you can pick apart what I said. But I said what I said, and I'm sure I'm speaking for the majority of the people. I'm a Dipset guy. I was listening to Dipset just last night because that whole Versus shit had me back on. I was going back and forth, Dipset, D-Block. I love them both. But that night, the GOAT stepped in. One of the GOATs stepped in. He could have handled them by himself. So again, if you can't agree on that, and he didn't even come out the bag. Let's keep it a buck too. I'm gonna say they didn't even come out the bag. I guarantee Jada can do another Versus. He can do another Versus. I guarantee you he can do another Versus with a whole new track list. Dipset put all their best shit out there, all their biggest hits, all the shit they've been touring with, and it didn't hit. Just solid MCing. So I said what I said. Tear it apart. I'm here for the smoke.